finally did it, finally brought up the bifurcation, how it's hard tied to the needing to prove if she did it at all, asked for inadequate police investigation to be considered. This is the charge meeting, meaning the charge conference, meaning both sides, prosecution and defense, are conferencing with the judge to say what they want the jury to be instructed on. He went off. The video clip.
I would ask that the court entertain giving the Bowden charge. In this case, we know that the case law under Commonwealth versus Bowden allows the court, upon evidence presented to a jury, of inadequate police investigation. Because if you recall, way back in the day on this case, I did move for a bifurcation, and my argument to the court was that defendants in lack of criminal responsibility cases are really hogtied, if you will, because to have the lack of criminal responsibility, they have to admit involvement in the crime, but yet when you're trying the case with lack of criminal responsibility, the government still has the burden to prove to a jury, beyond a reasonable doubt, that the defendant is guilty of, based on the evidence, that particular crime. And if there's evidence of a police investigation that is deficient, a jury does have a right to consider that as a basis of an acquittal. They can consider that for purposes of finding reasonable doubt based upon the lousy investigation. In this case, it wasn't just a lousy investigation. It wasn't even an atrocious investigation. It was no investigation. In this case, Judge, the police, I think we all would agree, even the government, they basically accepted the fact that she strangled the kids are in the basement, she's guilty, and we move on. They didn't investigate anything. They didn't test the screen. They didn't even take a picture of the screen. They didn't see if there's any blood on the screen. There's no crushers for the alleged crushing of the medications. There's no indication that there's powder that she was crushing the medication to ingest the medication. There's all sorts of questions regarding the blood spatter, the blood. The police never investigated. They come into the court, they talk about their investigation through the crime scene laboratory and state police, and every question that I would ask about the door, about the blood drop on the door, about the siding, they come to 6 months later or whatever, they take the siding, it's degraded, they can't even test it. I could go on and on and on with the horrific investigation of this case. So I think it would be fair for the court to instruct them on Bowden. That's it.
All right. Commonwealth, I know there was one, well, there were two